And more breaking news coming in. The Ministry of External Affairs has responded to China's claims on Arunachal Pradesh. MEA has called out China's claim senseless. In fact, MEA calling out China's senseless attempts, quote unquote. Assigning invented names won't change the reality is what the MEA's response is to China and its claims on Arunachal Pradesh. The Ministry of External Affairs stating, and I quote, Arunachal Pradesh is, was and will always be an integral part of India. Senior Executive Editor Abhishek Kapoor with me on the phone line. Abhishek, please detail MEA's response on China's claims.
Well, yes, Isha. So this is more like a formal response coming in because the Chinese had made that formal change, not the first time, fourth or fifth time we are seeing in the last few years. And as the External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar responded yesterday itself to this query by saying that if somebody renamed house, that does not mean that house belongs to the other person or becomes the property of another person. So obviously, I think this is a typical Chinese cartographic expansionism, which they have done historically. Now, of course, they are facing resistance from not just India, but from all their neighbors, that from the South China Sea to the East China Sea, from Japan to India to Mongolia. And I think despite that, the Chinese continue to believe that they can sort of persist with this kind of mischief. Then really it's up to them. It's not about international rule of law, obviously, for them, and respect for conventions of the Global Committee of Nations. India, of course, defends itself as strongly as it can. We have done that in Ladakh. We have done that in Arunachal Pradesh. In fact, remember the visuals of Tawang that came last year, that Indian soldiers, the Chinese security personnel, when they tried to sort of breach the boundary. And so obviously those things will continue. This is official MEA response, and it just underscores India's position in absolute clear terms that Arunachal Pradesh is an integral part of India, and India's has been part of India, is part of India, is going to remain part of India, and it should be left there insofar as this particular round of Chinese cartographic aggression is concerned.
All right, Abhishek, many thanks for getting us those details.